Hi, so we're going to do some chalk pastel today. We're going to be making a ice cream cone. We're going to be talking about value, and also remember that chalk pastel is very messy, so have a washcloth ready to wipe your hands on. Wear some clothes that you could probably get a little bit dirty. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started by drawing the cone first. I'm using a peachish light brown color, and I'm going to draw a triangle. So go ahead and draw that shape, and you're just going to color it in with your light brown. So once it's colored in, we want to decide which side is going to be our dark side and which side is going to be our light side. So my dark side is going to be the left side. So I'm going to take a darker brown, and I'm just going to start by coloring that very edge the dark brown. Now you can always add more if you need it. I'm going to start out with this strip, and then I'm going to use just my finger. You can use a Q-tip or you can use a Kleenex. I just keep a washcloth on hand and I use my finger. So I'm just going to rub on just that left side. I'm rubbing the color from the left a little bit towards the center. And now I think I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of that dark brown. And then I'm going to go over and rub it with my finger. And again, I'm just going to keep it on this left side. I'm not going to touch the right side at all. I don't want that to be any darkness on the right. So go ahead and kind of rub that and smooth that to blend it. So now I'm going to add some white. I don't think it's going to change it very much, but let's just try. I'm going to add some white all along the right side. You can see it's a little bit lighter. And I'm going to go ahead and just rub that. Just the right side, because that's my light side. Now, keep an extra paper on hand or a newspaper so that you can kind of tap all your excess chalk. Don't blow it everywhere, or don't just rub it across your paper. Alright, now we're going to draw our ice cream. So start by making kind of like the letter C and a backwards C on each side, and then connect those with one big rainbow line. And go. So I'm going to use the side of my red chalk, and I'm just going to color it in kind of lightly because I don't want it to be too dark. And to make it a little bit lighter, like strawberry ice cream, I'm just going to add white right on top. So I'm going to go over that with my white chalk. And again, I'm just coloring on the side of the chalk. It covers a little more area as you do it. So as you add that white to your red, you get a tint of pink. So that's when we're talking about value. You can add white to a color to get a tint. You can add black to a color to get a shade. So I'm just going to blend that in really good with my finger, mixing that red and that white together to make my pink. Tap it off, all the excess chalk, onto a separate piece of paper or onto a newspaper. Alright, now a little bit of black goes a long way. So I'm just going to add a little bit of black on the left side, because again, the left side of my ice cream is the dark side. So just a little bit. This might even be a little too much. And I'm just going to rub it with my finger. And I'm only going to stay on that left side because I don't want to bring that black over at all to the light side. So go ahead and blend it. Stay as close to the left side of the ice cream cone as you can. And now your finger's going to get very messy. So just wipe it off on a wet washcloth. So there is the dark side of my ice cream. Got to clean off my finger. Alright, let's get a little more white. Let's make this right side nice and light. Alright, just keep going with that white. And just go ahead and kind of blend that in a little bit. Alright, there we have our ice cream. Now, I want my cone to have a little bit of texture to it. So I'm going to take that dark brown and I'm going to add that waffle effect. So I'm just going to start by drawing some diagonal lines all the way across. and then turn the other way. You're kind of just making like that checkerboard pattern. So go across the other way. And this part, we're not gonna rub or blend. We want it to stay just like this. So we see the texture of that ice cream cone. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit darker on the left of my cone. Maybe a little more red into my black. It looks a little too dark for me. Now you don't have to do red. Maybe you want your ice cream to be chocolate ice cream or mint ice cream. You decide what color you would like it to be. Maybe yours has 3 scoops on it. I just did 1. Add a little more white just to really make that highlight stand out. And there we go.